Hey everybody, I just felt like I should, hop on and, just have a little chit chat because it has been a while since I've been around. There've been multiple things going on. First and foremost, I had laser eye surgery. That was a whole journey. You girls got no glasses now. I had that 5 months ago and I have been planning to make a video, but I've also been waiting to get signed off by the clinic before I do that. So that's going to have to wait because I still haven't been signed off. They might have forgotten about me, but we'll talk about that and all the complications that I've had getting this 2020 vision. Another thing, I have dropped my friends. Friends. I don't even know why I say friends plural. There was one person who was like a friend. But honestly, every time I hung out with them, it was so draining. It was just drama, drama, drama. I don't care about your drama-filled life. And at some point I realized I'm just pretending to care, to be a good friend, because I thought, having a friend stops you being lonely. I'm not lonely on my own. It's taken me a while. I'm in my mid-30s to realize that I don't need to have friends who I waste time, waste money, waste resources, mental energy to go and see, to put up with, to pretend that I actually care about their drama, and then you try and give them a response to sort of help them out of their drama, and they just don't listen. So they really don't care. They thrive off the drama. And that's not something that resonates with me. Also, they were into drugs, and I hate drugs. It reminds me of my ex. That's a whole nother story time, but cliff notes. My ex stole my card, spent it on drugs. I moved out the next day because that was the rent money. But yeah, there's 5 years before that we can get into another time if you really want. So anyway, like I'm saying, I don't need people to consider me as a friend because I have other things going. I have my house, I have my pets, I have my partner, and I have a job. Realistically, what more do I need? And, with the way that financial situations are going in this country right now, this is the best choice. I am not spending money I don't have, going out pretending to do things that I don't want to do. But that's not the only thing. In my spare time, as well as walking the dogs, hanging out with my partner, working, I've been doing some gaming and streaming that gaming. So that's what this setup is about. So camera's there, screen there, another one there, this microphone, this computer that I bought and built. We can go over that in a separate video and I can give you all the specs if anyone's really interested. So yeah, I've been on that, playing some games, having some fun. If you really want, I will link my Twitch somewhere down below. At the moment, I'm playing Digital Devil Saga. It's a Shin Megami Tensei game. And I'm always on the lookout for some other games. I really like heavily story-driven narrative games. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. And another thing that not having to spend time seeing friends has given me is like mental headspace to do things that I want to do. So you obviously know that I like photography. So I've been working on creating my photography business. Now, I finally managed to create my photography website. I'll either show it now or I will drop a link in the description and you can have a look. So photography that I've been doing is portrait photography, event photography, and sports photography. I mean, I would love to do fashion photography, but let me build up some practice first. But yeah, the website's down there. You can have a look. There's a small portfolio. If you actually want to have a picture taken to sort of help me fill out my portfolio, drop me a message. I'll leave an email address for you to contact down below and we can chat about having a little photo session. And something that I have read in a couple comments as well is an updated house tour video. I will do that. We're almost at the 2-year mark of me living here now, and a lot has changed. So there's going to be a video probably in the next couple of weeks, and I will just go through the house tour. I might do like a side by side, or this room before and now this room now, and sort of just go through and show you the difference. Let me know if you do want that. I'll try and rush that one through. But yeah, so at the moment, there's not much else that I have to say, apart from there are other videos in the works. So there's the house tour, there's a PC thing, there's some photography content coming out, and there was something else that I said. I can't remember. But we'll still have these little catch-ups and see where we're at, what's going on. Weight loss is not happening at the moment. There have been some medical issues. I am dealing with that. There's a potential tumour in my head. Well, I had an MRI. There is something on my pituitary gland, and it does produce a lot of excess prolactin, but it's getting looked at. I am on medication for that, so we're going to see if that's shrinking. I do have another MRI sort of scheduled for September time, so I can give you an update then and give you a whole rundown of that. But yeah, so that is probably all that I want to cover today. And I think the next video, I'm just going to have a quick little discussion about the realities of being visually trans at the moment in the UK and the Western world, because it is frightening at the moment. And I want to be a visual representation for people to realise that, hey, you can be trans, despite what all the haters would have you believe. They want you to not be your true self and shine. They want you to be unhappy, just like they are. Because hurt people hurt people. It's that simple. Yes, a lot of trans people are angry, but we also need to realise that going out in anger and not thinking about what you're doing could hurt the cause for other trans people. You need to take a measured approach to these sorts of things. And I don't want to hear anybody saying, oh, that's a pick-me girl. No, I'm talking logic. People respond to logic. They see you're angry, they know you're angry, but then you do things that, you know, they just see this and they go, oh, they are crazy. Look at them. All trans people are like this. They should all be locked up. They shouldn't be able to use facilities. It wasn't like this years ago, and I know it's always been a bit of a struggle, but honestly, things were going in the right direction, and I don't know what happened. It just all crashed. It's all burning, but hopefully things are going to turn around. But I mean, I might have to have a little deep dive and see what happened, because acceptance was on the rise, and then all of a sudden, overnight, things just changed. So, I don't know. I mean, yeah, let's have a deep dive next time. Anyway, I didn't really have much to say. I just wanted to hop on here, let you guys know that I'm still alive, let you know that I've got projects on the go. So, yeah, Twitch is going to be linked down below, and so is the photography website and my email address if anybody fancies having some portraits done of them or family. To help fill out my portfolio, or if you just want to book me, I'll come. I'll come anywhere in the UK, basically. I like travelling, I have a car, I'm not afraid to go somewhere. Let me know. Anyway, I'll catch you next time. Peace.